Back in 1993, there was a small religious community in Waco, led by a man named David Koresh. I think he was pious. I really do believe that he believed, but I also know that he knew how to manipulate people. He was a very keen observer of human behavior. When you're marginalized and always watching and studying people, you develop street smarts. You figure out what sort of button pushes that person and what makes this person unstable. You can manipulate people if you make them feel unsettled, and then you make them feel settled. And so you make them feel off balance, and then you rescue them, and then off balance and rescue them. And I just think he just kept pushing it and pushing it and pushing it by doing things like sleep deprivation, overworking, threatening with expulsion.
But was the obedience with the children and the adults inside the compound a result of the reverence they felt for him or the fear they had for him?
People who are really good at creating these environments, sort of people that end up as, quote, cult leaders, they use fear, but they use also connectedness. They use connection and rejection. So the fear ultimately becomes the fear that David won't love me, the fear that David won't include me.
Based on your conversations with all of these kids, what were they willing to do for David Koresh?
Oh, they were willing to do anything. Die for David Koresh. They were willing and actually anxious to serve as his bride if you were a young girl, or serve as his soldiers for David if you were a young boy.
Look in that camera and tell them what you think about it. Who's treated you good?
David.
Then, of course, when the fire takes place, David had told them this would happen, which made David Koresh even more powerful in their eyes. And so the fulfillment of prophecy is one of the most powerful things that you can experience as a human being, that some person told you the future and they were absolutely right. And he is God.